Everybody, we are here at Bombay Beach, and I'm about ready to take you down and show you some of the very unique art pieces that are here. It's known for its very interesting offbeat art. Think Mad Max meets Andy Warhol, and it's some people call it dystopian. I just think it's just as cool as heck. So I'm going to take you down and show you some of the art. I was here last year. Again, lost all that footage. That was in the whole bunch of footage that I lost. So sometimes it's better when you get to redo stuff. So I'm about to take you down and show you and let you know some of the stuff that's new and some of the stuff that has changed. I have a lot of photographs, still shots that I will put in with this, and I will make this a separate video. So here we go. We're going to wade through the sand, and I'll show you what's what. Probably one of the most prominent features is this ship, which last year wasn't a ship. That has changed dramatically, and I will insert some pictures that I took last year and show you what it was last year. And we're about ready to head down onto the beach. Hopefully Bodie will behave himself. I let him run. So come on with me and we'll go check this place out. So this is what Bombay Beach looks like from the beach, with the interesting name Chocolate Mountains in the background. And we're going to go this way. We'll loop around because this piece right here is new. This wasn't here last year when I was here. Interesting. Kind of looks like a crumpled up mosquito to me. So we're going to hike up the sand dune. It's really hard packed. I don't know what to call this. It's not gravel. I'm not sure if it's because there's a lot of salt mixed in or what, but it's very hard packed, except for the beach. And then again, another look at the Chocolate Mountains and the town of Bombay Beach, which has less than 300 people, permanent residents. And I will take you through there. I just love this place. It's just really cool. I know it looks a little weird to people, but I just love this place. And the art piece right in front, that was here last year. So that's the strange looking contraption that we saw from the back. That was also here last year. And the sign on this one over here has that it's some kind of icebreaker or snow maker. Not quite sure what it is, but I do have a picture of the card that goes with it. And we're coming up. I believe this is the church on the right. And I do have a photograph of this. This was here last year. I know it looks a little scattershot in places until you really get to look and you can pick out the actual art pieces. Once you learn how to do that, it starts to make a little sense. And this is the church. And again, I have a photograph of this. It's really pretty cool. This piece right here, and I will throw in a picture of this piece. This piece absolutely fascinated me. He reminded me of, I think, like a sailor on the front end of a ship for some reason. But I will throw in a photo I took of him that I thought was pretty cool. There's a lot of people that come here. And a lot of people come to camp because you can camp here for free. A lot of people stay on the beach. I will say something about on the beach. Every time I've been here, somebody's been had to have been towed out of the beach because they got stuck. So I kind of like where I'm at. It's I think it's a little safer. I believe where I'm at is the marina, or used to be the marina for Bombay Beach. Yeah, you've got to see this sign. This is cool. Not so much the no trespassing sign, but the sign above it. Pardon our dust, we are shrinking the sea to protect HD. And there are bathrooms, which I didn't notice last year. I'm not sure I saw this last year or not. Could be new. It could have been here for a while. Very cool. Alaska. I wish you well. That's interesting. That I didn't see last year either. But the structures down there, the pyramid and the boat dock were both down here last year. And again, I have a lot of stills that I will put in here of some of these places. There's the the if life gives you lemons, make Bombay lemonade. I've got a good photo of that as well. I'll try and get that on video. I don't think there's water in here. Thought there might be at once. Very cool. Like quite a few campers here. So let's go this way and I'll show you a little bit more from this side. You'll probably get a better view of the art here from my stills that I took last year. I'm taking some of the new stuff too as well this year. So this is the lemonade stand that I was talking about. Got a great shot of this from last year. Project for and by the kids of Bombay Beach. I know there has to be a few families here that live here permanently. It's not just adults. We're gonna go check this out. This is kind of cool. This looks new. Before I do, I've got to show you this sign too. I got this sign too. So before we go, I got to show you this. This is cool too. I got a great shot of this last year as well. As I cross this threshold, I leave all that does not serve me behind. The last car that parked here is still missing. I got good shots of the miner and the child last year as well. So let's go down here and look at these. This is new. This is cool. That's pretty cool. And there's more. Now, I'm not exactly sure when they do have the art festival here. From what I can gather online, they try to keep it a little hush-hush so they're not overwhelmed. But I would love to be here when their art festival is going on. This is just, I love this. This is cool.
Hi.
This was here last time too. These two things are, I'm not sure about the Ski Inn. I'd have to look that up. But this was here last year. This is the bus stop. Very cool. So that's looking south toward Nyland, which is down that way. Calpatria. And the bones. Seems to me, oh, there it is. There it is. I got a great shot of both of these last year. The fish bones down there. You can see those on the edge of the shoreline. But I got a great shot of this. The only other thing is nothing. I got a great shot of that last year. This is another thing that I got a great shot of last year. And I'll put those shots in. The seas may sink tomorrow, the ocean will remain. Very cool. And again, looking that way. So we're going to go this way because I got shots of some of the art down that way. The one silhouette. I got shots of that. So we're going to walk down this way and I'm going to show you something really cool that I just thought was really cool. So that's a shot of where we're parked, and I believe at one time that was the marina because there is a boat launch area there. That's where I prefer to park, up there. And I think those wooden piers that you see over there, I think those might have at one time been for piers when the water was here. Now, the water is toxic. Let's face it, it's toxic. And there's warnings not to let your dog go in the water. And you really shouldn't be wading in it either. But it's not dead. It's not completely dead. There are fish in there. And there are birds. You will see some seabirds and ducks. You'll see some of them on the shore. And so they must be used to the toxicity and the salinity. It is more salty than the Pacific Ocean. And this cool. I just love it here. I just love this place. But this is what I wanted to show you over here. I thought this was very clever. This is drought-resistant landscape. And I just think this is so cool. I know for a lot of people it's a little hard to imagine, but it is cool. There's a little memorial plaque in loving memory of Jerome Berzex. I probably pronounced it wrong. Joe B. And this is this is what they call the Dead Sea Forest. And I just think this is so clever. Again, not everybody has the same artistic aesthetic, and some people might have to they might have to use their imagination to see it, but it's not hard to see. Now, there was a piano, there it is. I just wanted to make sure, because when I photographed it last year, there was a piano out here. And out there is the statue of the silhouette, the person holding the sphere, and an alligator statue out there. This is just cool. Now that curly thing, which looks like it belongs in something Dr. Seuss would have envisioned. That was not here last year. So that is new. So we're going to walk through the Dead Sea Forest. And I'm going to take you over and show you the piano. And this is, that's up there where I'm parked. Again, I've seen too many people have to be hauled out of here to really want to park down here. And so this is what the quote-unquote beach sand looks like down here. It's very salty, and I think that's what the white is. Looks like somebody got stuck down here. Like I said, it happens. People do silly stuff. But I will take you down and show you the water here in a minute. So there's the piano. It's looking a little worse for the wear. It was in better shape when I photographed it last year. There's a swing set down there. And again, lots of people camped here. So we're going to head on up this way toward the ship that used to be an automobile. So this is a look north toward Mecca, which is on the north end of the Salton Sea, and Indio, which is up there somewhere. There's a cool sun-like sculpture over there that's new. I'll have to do a photograph of that because I don't think I saw that last year. And the retaining wall. And the orb. So there's a pier. That's another shot of the pier. Somebody put a volleyball net up. I'm not going to go over. Somebody's playing music, but I do have some great still shots from there. And I'll insert those. So this is the ship that used to be an automobile. At least it was last year. And I will insert pictures of the then and now. It's interesting what they've done with it. This is also something I didn't see last year. There was a camper here last year, so it might have been here last year. So we have a couple more things that are new. Whoever this is, it's a person on a scooter. Very cool. And then if you pan around, you can see the starburst or the sunburst, which I don't think was there last year. And then I think somebody said there's a fireman over here. So we're going to have to do just kind of walk around and get some photos, because I haven't seen this before. So again, another example of what the ground looks like here. It's very different, and I think it's probably due to the salt content. And I'll take you down and show you the water, but I may do that tomorrow instead of tonight, because it's kind of hazing over and clouding over. Again, this is I believe this is a fireman. So we're going to check out one more thing before we go up the hill up here. Return to the van, and it's this sunburst that I think is just really cool. And again, it's just, I probably should not be walking barefoot on this stuff, but it's it's my nature to walk barefoot. Anybody who knows me knows that I am much happier barefoot than I am in shoes. I'm not entirely sure, but I think the bales of straw over there are for some sort of ATV track. I may be totally wrong, and if somebody knows in the video, if somebody knows what that's for, let me know. It could be for stabilization, but I had an idea that it was for some sort of track for off-wheelers, off-road people. I think that's pretty cool. This is definitely new. And that would be cool to get the setting sun through there. And maybe that's why they planted it there. So we're gonna see. I'm gonna still be here for another couple of days anyway for this stint. And we'll see if we can get what I imagine would be a really cool shot. So we're gonna walk back up this way and head back toward the van, and I'll take you and show you. This is one of the ways that you can have access to the beach area. Here comes a dune buggy. Get out of the way. So this is one of the ways to get access down onto the beach area. The other way is down further. You go down further down this road that runs along the beach, and there's an access point that we went down. And there's the star. One of the things you'll notice is there are a lot of photographers here. An awful lot of photographers here. Professional, amateur. Every day that I'm here, you see them. They're not hard to miss. And then we have a walkway here. And there's the van. Very cool. So I'm going to take you down later, probably tomorrow morning, and take you down and show you the water. I may put it in the video at first, though, because this is afternoon. We're almost looking at like almost 4 o'clock here in the afternoon. So I hear Bodie barking. So this is a big area to camp in if you want to camp. I'm going to take you down here and show you one last thing before we head on out. So before we go, I'm going to show you this. This, I believe, is where they launched boats. I was told that this is the marina, or used to be the marina. And if you look hard, you can see where there is a launching dock or a launching deck here, and they have paved it with some sort of pavement. So I do believe the seagulls flying. I do believe that this is where they launched boats, which would at one point meant that this is where the water was. This is how much it has receded. And we're going to head back to the van. And then the other thing that I'm going to put on this video is I will take you down to the water. Look at that look of the, again, the chocolate mountains. I just think that's so cool. Those are the chocolate mountains. Not sure if that's art or if that's something that somebody's going to be working on. But again, it's too salty to put the dog in, to allow the dog to go in. And I'm not sure if the lake is as poison. If this is as poison as the lake, I would not put a dog in here. I would not let a dog go in here either. But it does look like they've done a piece of art in there. Or at least something that's a little different. We'll get a picture of that and then we will call it a day on this. Very cool. This is just so cool. So we're going to walk on down. I'm going to show you the water. This is the day after I did the art thing. And we're going to go down this way. And it's about 2 o'clock today. So hey, we're back. Today I'm going to take you down and show you the water. It's about 2 o'clock, the day after we did the art tour. So come on with me and I'll take you down and show you this very unusual body of water. And this is Our Lady of Lithium Valley. Pray for us. I have some great shots. So we're going to go down. Watch your step. It can be a little tricky. So there's the ship that at one time was a vehicle. And we're going to go this way. And that's the pier from the backside. And again, I think at one time that was probably water level. So we're going this way. And we're going to go down. So there's another shot the next day of the chocolate mountains. Aren't they pretty? They are just really pretty. And some of the campers that are here, not as many here today as there were yesterday. And then again, we're looking north toward Mecca and Indio on the north end of the Slee. going to go this way. And I'm going to take you down to the edge. There's those fish bones. Fishbone art. I think those are great. Those art pieces are so good. So I'm gonna pause this while we make our way across the salt flats. And they are, I guess, salt flats. So we're going to pause this until we get a little closer. If you listen carefully, you can hear the shorebirds. You can even see some out there. There's a sign that says, danger crocodiles, no swimming. Very cool. We'll bring you up. We don't want you to get close to the crocodiles. Very cool. So, there's a pier down there, and you might be able to make out the shorebirds. We're going to get a little closer, because I want you to see what this water looks like. The thing about the water here is, like I said before, it's toxic. The other thing about the water here is as it recedes, it exposes algae. And that algae, as it dries, is also toxic, and it turns into a toxic dust, which is why I believe there are so many children, they said, in this area that I've read online that have asthma. So it's also a health hazard, even if you don't go in the water. But it's just really cool. And we're going to get close to it. I'm not going to go in it. So there's a close-up of the fish bones, the fishbone art. And this is the shoreline and what it looks like. And this is about as close as I want to go. I don't really want to put my feet in the water. We'll go north here a little bit, and then we'll turn around and go south, maybe. But you can see the shorebirds. They're eating something. So like I said, this lake, this sea is not dead. Not completely. There's not a lot of shorebirds, but there are some. More campers. And now we're looking south toward an island and Calipatria. And if you keep going, you'll hit El Centro. That's what it looks like, guys. There's no waves. Sometimes there are some slight waves. So if you want to try a little something different, camping in a bit different place, this is actually a pretty cool place to camp. And the ducks are going across. So we're going to see if we can get a little closer to the birds. Give you a little closer look. A few shorebirds. There's quite a flock of them out there. A few hundred yards down the beach. Beautiful day, absolutely gorgeous day. They look to be some kind of sandpiper. There's quite a flock of them out there a little further in the lake. So yeah, it's not totally dead. Just the fish that must be in there, the marine life that must be in there must be highly, highly tolerant of salt and pesticides, which is another thing that poisoned this sea. So this is it, guys. This is Bombay Beach. I'm going to do another video. We're going to drive around town a little bit, what there is of town. But it's pretty cool. There are, like I said, less than 300 people that live here full-time. There's new people, and then there's a lot of the old regulars. So I'll do that in a separate video. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. Especially all those people who will never get here and get to see this. This is an amazing place. So thanks, and we'll see you down the road. So we're coming up on the crocodile. Wow. Looks like someone got lucky. Look at that. That's pretty deep. That's got to be at least 6, in some places 12 inches deep. That's why I said this is why I don't park on the beach. Every time I've been here, somebody's been had to be dug out